I've been making music for over 20 years, and these are three things that I've done in the last 5 weeks for the first time ever. Starting with number one, and probably the most of all mosts, I performed all by myself. I've already got a fair amount of anxiety just meeting somebody normally, so meeting somebody for the first time, but thousands.
What's up, Brisbane? How you doing out there?
Number two carries on. I released and performed the first two singles from my debut solo album. As daunting as it might be to stand in front of a bunch of strangers and just tip my soul out onto a plate and pass it around, there's no way to explain the feeling of seeing that story in a room full of strangers resonate, and then those strangers become friends. And seeing them brand new friends connect over songs I wrote for myself means everything. I truly do appreciate it. I try to read and reply to every single message on every platform. So if you've sent one or are going to, thank you very much. All right, number three is a little bit more tech, not as personal, but still a big personal milestone for me nonetheless. I performed all of these shows and songs without a backing track or a laptop on stage. I've really envied the freedom that traditional bands have, not being locked to an instrumental and being able to lean into the space and change the scene really quickly by having instruments in hand. So it was a big challenge to myself to leave the old way of thinking behind and incorporate, an even older way, maybe? So let me know if you want me to do a deeper dive into the tech side of my show. Brief chain is MPC triggers some stems, goes MIDI out, clocks into the 505 so I can loop on time. Other instruments like keys and synth, the Orchid has a MIDI send to the MPC for instruments too, and an audio send on the board that I use for the space harpsy on almost every single thing. Foot switches underneath my table, the trigger loops and arrangement options, pedals for distortions, acoustic guitar, bass guitar that lives in my hand, and that's a whole different story for another time. After all this time, so many firsts, and we finish with one more first tomorrow. The first full support tour I've done by myself ends this weekend in Perth. Hope you can be a part of it. Thank you so much, Australia, for everything. The greatest friendship tour of all time, 2026.